Hello and welcome to another training session for the Agent Desktop client. This session will be focused on how to get the client installed on your machine if it is not already. Please note that if you already see shortcuts like I have in the top left-hand corner of my screen, the Avaya call reporting and or the Agent Desktop shortcuts with this logo, you already have it. So you probably don't need to review this video. I imagine someone in your IT department has already set this up for you. This video will be focused for those that do not have these shortcuts currently and have been tasked with installing the software themselves. Please refer to your manager or IT rep to determine if that is the case. Moving forward, however, in this training session, we're going to talk about where to find the setup file. We're going to run one together and then just confirm that it is connected properly. Other training sessions available are how to use the client once it is installed, how to use the client with voice calls, as well as with web chat. So look for those other videos for those needs. Okay, let's pretend like I do not have these at all. I'm going to teach you how to get this downloaded. To find it, your IT department or manager probably shared a URL with you, an HTTP address to navigate to find the download. We're going to show that here on my screen now. In the case local to me, this is the IP address that I'm using. This is not going to be the address that you will use. They probably gave you a number like this for the IP address, followed by :9080. And if you navigate to that address on Chrome or Firefox, it'll bring you to this screen that you're seeing here. If you navigate to it on a Internet Explorer browser, your screen will look a little bit different, but you will have the option to download the desktop client with a shortcut at the very top of the screen that loads. Okay, so quite simple from here. You just need to select the Windows or Mac version, depending on what type of operating system you are using. If you happen to know if you're using a little bit older computer that happens to be on 32-bit processing, we do have another available download here with that small blue text there. Okay, so you would just download, in my case, the Windows one, which I've already done. So I'm going to minimize that screen and I'm going to run my setup file. And you'll probably get a Windows warning letting you know that it doesn't know what this software is, but go ahead and install anyways. You might see a black screen here for a moment as I get my security warning, but I'm going to click yes on that and moving on. Okay, so it's just asking you where should I download or unzip the files and place the install files. So I'm just going to click next here. That's fine, I already have it there. And preparing to install. Okay. That portion of the install did not take long. I did pause this recording. It was probably roughly 30 seconds or so for that portion to complete. Now we're running through the install setup. So, like many setup wizards, just click on next. You always are encouraged to read each warning, including the agreement. I'll read through that real fast and accept the agreement and click on next. On this screen, you'll have a few options of what client it is that you want to install on this PC. And I'm going to explain each of these to you. The Avaya call reporting desktop, that first option there, this is more applicable for supervisors or managers, people that are going to be running reports. And I'll show you what I mean by that. This client that's currently highlighted is this software, the ability to come in, run reports, change settings, do some wallboard configurations, really just utilized for those supervisors and managers. So as an agent, you probably do not need that. But for others, you can have both of them, no problem. The agent dashboard, this right here, also interchangeable with the agent desktop. You'll hear me say each of those, but this is the software that you definitely want to have installed for the purpose of these trainings. Don't worry about the show advanced, just some other clients available for other resources, but these are the only two that you may need. Click on next. It's going to ask you, what is the URL for the Avaya call reporting server? So we have a software installed somewhere else on the machine, and that is actually the same IP address that you navigated to earlier, this guy right there. So I'm just going to copy that, drop it into here. And remember, it's important to have that port 9080, so :980 at the end, or 9080, excuse me, at the end of that. Then you can click on Next and install. Okay, that one was fast as well. I'd say roughly 10 to 15 seconds. I did pause the recording, so you don't have to watch that bar load, but the installation is complete, and you'll notice I now have a shortcut in the top left-hand corner for the application that I chose to use, that agent dashboard. All right, to know that it's working properly, go ahead and open the shortcut, and you should see a login screen like the one that's about to pop up on the center of my screen. If you see any errors, like a Java error or any other Windows errors, please work with your IT department to get additional assistance. It's very likely that there's some port blockage from your PC blocking it from communicating with that server. But if you're able to see a login screen like this guy right here, you are in business. Okay, I'll actually go into the how to get logged in and use other features in another video, but this is all you need to know on installing the software. Thank you and have a great day.